Alrighty, so chipping. So obviously, you know, we had a shot from just off the green here, and all we're just simply trying to do is just get the shot from off the green and get it to land on the green and get it rolling. So a couple of different things you can do. Number one, obviously, most players carry multiple different wedges in their bag. Some players will carry 52s, 56s, 60s. I carry a 54 and a 60. So let's just take this particular shot from right here, and let's go to the far pin. So a couple of things we want to think about here. I'm going to throw my 60 on the ground here, or you can hold on to it. Thank you. So I'm going to go with my 54 on this particular shot here. And a couple of things I'm going to think about here. Number one, obviously, you know, grip. We all talked about grip last week. So couple of things you can do with the grip. First off is you can grip it your traditional full swing grip. In case you remember, I interlock. You know, we talked about the different setups. Or you can use, some people like to chip with what would be a putting grip. So when I putt, reverse overlap, and I might use this on maybe, it depends on the shot. If I need say I'm belling a wedge from just off the green.
Spin off.
Trying to take the spin off, yes. Now I'll probably just use my normal traditional full swing grip. I don't usually use a putter grip. So obviously it starts with that. There's two different options of gripping the club.
Yeah.
The next thing I want to do is I want to point a spot. I want to think of a spot on the green here somewhere. We don't want to land this all the way to the hole. Dylan, you just mentioned there's no spin on the ball when that ball's rolling.
Yeah.
So obviously the thing we want to think about is a particular spot. So as I line up, I'm going to find a spot here. I'm going to walk up to my spot and figure out where I want to land it.
These greens are as hard as a rock too.
It's good. Now, when it hits the green, it's going to break off to the right a little bit. So maybe you want to aim a little left too. So there's a leaf right here. The camera's not going to be able to pick it up. There's a leaf right here. That's a perfect spot to land my ball. So we picked out my landing spot. Now with the setup, we want to have our feet a little bit close together. So maybe like right about there. I'm going to turn to the camera and just kind of show them how close my feet are together. And then we want to put the ball back in our stance. So it's just off our right foot. We're all right-handed players. We all know what the difference between back in the stance versus forward in the stance. So back in the stance, that's off our right foot here. And I mentioned my landing spot. I'm maybe just going to go maybe a foot to the right of that actually. So I like to choke down on the club a little bit too. Here. So I picked out my landing spot and I'm focused only on my landing spot. I'm not looking at the hole, I'm just looking at my landing spot. I got my hands forward. And all we're simply just going to do is just a simple 1, 2 back and through. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it's almost like a putting stroke, almost. We're rocking our shoulders, really not using much of our body movement and everything. So again, it's just a simple 1, 2, 1, 2. Still focused on that landing spot. I'm going to try to see if I can land it there and judge the run out. Let's see how this works out. I actually landed that short of my landing spot, but actually that actually worked out. Yeah, and it's all about pace too. That's very good point. It did. It was kind of weird. I thought it kind of looked like it goes off to the right. Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna hit another one for you guys, and then maybe have somebody step in here and try a shot. Yeah, that was better.
Yeah.
Also, another thing
Playing against the national.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking about. Yeah. But real quick, the other thing I was thinking about too is, you know, we talked about weight and everything last week in the full swing. We want to make sure our weight when we chip is on our front foot. I'd say about 80, maybe 90% of the weight is on our front foot. So we don't want to have like a leaning. You don't want to have too much weight, otherwise we'll lean and go forward. Or if we have way too much weight, we'll hang back and then kind of start falling back a little bit. So, you guys have any questions as far as the setup and everything and like what to do? Who would like to volunteer to hit a shot? Davis? Same name as the PGA champion, Davis Love III.
That's right.
All right. So go and set up there. Yep. Just pick a landing spot. Now, what club do you have?
I'm using a 60, so my landing spot may be a little bit closer to me.
Yeah, okay.
Adding
Actually,
some
with a
more
60, you might want to pick something a little further out because with a
That's
60,
what I meant. That's what I meant. Sorry.
yeah, okay, yeah. So pick something a little bit further than what I was picking. It's a good setup. Your weight and everything falls on the back foot. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Go in.
Go in. Awesome. Good job, sir. Thank you. All right. Any other questions or anything?
I think Jake wanted to chip.
I think he wants to wait till we actually get started. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys chip some balls and we'll get you all squared away and be able to get you better.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's all we're working on. All right, good job.